Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So straight into the action.
The presence of Franco Baresi in this lineup suggests to me, Peter, that they'll be playing quite a high line.
What makes you think that?
Well, because he's got all the quality.
Deco! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
And they're back on the ball again. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Really fierce, close defending. He's got away. He's found a way through. Deco. Oh, good take in a good area. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, that's a key interception. That'll be a corner. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've got to be quick to recover this. Baresi tries to clear. Milan are looking to go forward now. He steps in, and that's the end of that. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And it's Figo. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Rashford receives it in a wide position. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Osimhen. And a chance! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Yaya Toure. That ball looks a good one. He has found a way through. Deco. And it's played in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. What's going wide left? And they can counter here. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Picked up, and he shoots! And no mistake. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Gets his head on it! This time, surely! And that's in! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Milan cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
It's a promising position. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Figo is fouled. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
And he's picked it up out wide. And that could well leave a mark. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. That has been cut short. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Deco. Now it's Rashford. Figo. Oh, that is a nice touch. Figo crosses. Chance! And it's in! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy. And Cruyff!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Tries to pass it through. Produces a cross.
Messi clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Can he finish? He scored! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
After 42 minutes is number 10, Lionel Messi.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Great vision. Gattuso.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Looking for options for movement. Backward it goes. He'll try from distance. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. And it's Figo. Knocks it into space. Cafu is wide and looking to get onto this. Terrific effort! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Cruyff. Great defending, strong and determined. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, I could tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So, into the second half.
Milan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Played into space. Chiellini gets over and intercepts. And he's managed to get rid. He's picked his way through. Nicely weighted ball. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Deco finds himself offside. Pass somewhat off target. Looking to play him in. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Rooney. Osimhen. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And Cruyff! And that is wildly off target.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
He's shifting through the gears here. Played it. Bullish header! And he hits the net. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And now he has two. Manchester United now in a position far more desirable.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Almost an hour gone. Figo. Baresi shows the will to win the ball. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Great chance! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Messi. Cruyff can see things others simply cannot. Oh, facing Messi! Rising over the bar.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
Cafu. Now Yaya Toure. Now it's Cruyff. Looking for the run. He can run onto that. Chance! No, not the best of headers.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Well, the two
Number
coaches
10,
are signalling
Messi.
changes here, both at the same
Number
time.
19, Johan Cruyff. Coming on the field, number 9, Yamal. Number
Diaz.
17, Frank Lampard. Substitution
It's
in
a
progress.
sharp little ball here. Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And he's intervened well there. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Diaz is onto this.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he's been shifted off it. And the pass is intercepted. Tries to play it through. Baresi makes the interception. And here's Rashford.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he cuts out the supply. And it's Rooney. And he's forced to go back. Now it's Rooney. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Aubameyang. Nicked it back promptly. Now it's Yamal. Yamal had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
That's an imaginative pass. Baresi is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. Now that looks a decent ball. Lampard, Gattuso, he's looking wide. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Aubameyang,
There will be 3 minutes
and into the
added
grateful
time.
arms of the keeper. Yaya Toure cannot be beaten that easily.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That has not gone well. And he's let fly. It is close, but that is the last of it. Milan have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome.
Hello, everybody, and this
What are
is
your
a quick
thoughts on
reminder
today's
to
game
let
then,
you
Jim?
know that you'll be able to
One-sided
catch today's
and
match.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Pumas, one of the big clubs in Mexico, the Big Four, and they have a following to match. Nigh on 70,000 proudly parading their colours.
And we're underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, a player with a classic number 10 look about him is Martin Odegaard, Peter. It'll be crucial that he can pick the ball up between the lines, as he prefers to do. That'll allow him to show off his trickery. If he can find that space, then all options are open, and the opposition defence might be stretched.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt.
Now it's Mbappe. Neymar receives it in a good position here. He's in a great position here. And he's there to belt it away. Now it's Ronaldinho. And it's Cruyff. And this is Ronaldinho. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Nesta does well to get it back. Threads one in. Good ball, good take. Ronaldinho, terrific effort! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
He watched it all the way. Oh, shooting chance! And that's a sharp finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Dunkirk are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's
Shevchenko! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Shevchenko has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And here's Figo. Chiellini gets across to intercept that. Now it's Deco. Dunkirk have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Cruyff, and Cruyff! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Azar. Neymar. And it's Azar. It's played through for him. Oh, Mbappe!
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Pumas with the corner, there first. And he's taking no chances there. Ødegaard. Dunkirk have the chance to go the other way. Looking to play him in, and he's intervened well there. Vardiol. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Looking for the run. And that pass just didn't quite work. Nesta. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Deco. Aimed beyond the defence. Deco
Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Now it's Cruyff. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Now it's Mbappe. Ronaldinho conjures time and space where few can.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That has been slung wide. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And no, he's seen through all of that.
Ødegaard cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like...
Header! Relentless! Just relentless! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
A case now of complete control. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Gets his head on it!
That could spell trouble.
Forced to go back. And it's Ronaldinho. It's loose now and they want to get a decent chance!
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Can he get on the end of this?
Mbappe.
Lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Dunkirk, seemingly the only team to have turned up here. It is 3-0 at the break. So let's get the ball rolling.
Ronaldinho.
Oh, that's fabulous. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's shifting through the gears here. Cruyff is onto it in a flash. Ødegaard
Showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
and it's Hazard.
Time and again they are repelled.
Bigo, who's set up one goal so far. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Szoboszlai.
Dunkirk are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Deco making a dash for it. Shevchenko. He's had a shot! Great football, shot and save. Hazard. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away.
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Dunkirk, the only team in this, 3-0 already. Ronaldinho, currently being consciously targeted.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Tries to pass it through. There's the shot! Oh, it rattles the bar! And he's there to get it away. Ronaldinho cuts out the pass. And this is Shevchenko. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Ødegaard. Mbappe is herring after that one. Figo. Ødegaard. And he's worked it through. Great ball if he can get there. Mbappe gets flagged offside. And back to the keeper. Edmilson. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Neymar. Shot could be on. It's Hazard! And somehow he kept it out.
Bumazunam certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Gerrard. Lee Kang in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He's had it taken off him. Gerrard gets a foot in here. Eder Militao. And it's Ødegaard. Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Space for him to turn and look. Nice interception, well timed. And that is well cleared. And here's Neymar.
Bumazunam seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Five minutes left on the clock. Cruyff. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Cruyff was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Lee Kang in. And it's Serginho. Cruyff. And this is Deco. He is through here. He's rising! Well taken goal. And with that, he takes home the match ball. What a header. Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
That's the end. Well, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, to win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Shevchenko, very much the hat-trick hero. What an extraordinary game he had.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
And it's Condela. Showing great feet there. It's gone for a throw-in. Condela finds himself offside. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Pings in a cross, and a header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
That's going wide left. Condela has it in a wide position. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. Now he's off and running. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He's being chased here by an unwelcome guest. Hugo moves wide and looking to get onto this. Paz. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. He's in plenty of space here. Cruyff. And this is Torres. Driven in. There's the header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
That's destined for the flank. Mateus.
That's going in strongly.
Cafu did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Condela in with the challenge. And he's quick to get rid. Ball's out once more. Paz conjures time and space where few can. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
Las Vegas Lights definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Mateus has the space to scheme. That's going to go a long way. Dunkirk are looking to go forward now.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Toure calmly anticipates. That is good alertness. Totti is herring after that one. And it's Figo. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Cruyff. He's going for goal! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he was quick to react. Totti gets on his bike and on the move. Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Figo absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Figo. It's a good run down the right. Lovely feet. Oh, sweet feet. Figo. Crossed into the box. And it's hoisted clear. Succumbs to the pressure. Deco! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Paz. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And this, it's Figo! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Figo has every reason to be disappointed after being played in.
And for the first half, that is that. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. And we are up to the break.
Dunkirk certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So we're off again.
Dunkirk have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
The ball's gone astray. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Figo looking to play it into the box.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
It's a pretty loose pass. Totti, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Cruyff! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Vieira. And it's Condela. Oh, that's a very decent ball now.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
He's a sharp little ball here. And he's cut it out. They've got a corner here. And that has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. That has been cut short. Mateus. That's a lovely, neat pass.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Las Vegas Lights appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Paz has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Stood up well to him there. Threads one in, and this is Cruyff. Deftly away. He's gone forward. Now it's Totti. Mateus.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Cruyff. Tries to pass it through. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Dunkirk have their second corner now. Terrific effort! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Oh, good-looking ball. Looking to play him in. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And it's Condela. Mateus. And it's Hullet. Cruyff. That's a cute ball. That's good vision. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He's gone for goal! There was plenty of power on that. Adriano. Paz. Ambitious ball here. Hullet providing an outlet on that flank. Fernando Torres. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he finish?
Las Vegas Lights clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Condela. That's tidy. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Cruyff was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And this is Adriano. Now that looks a decent ball, and he was alert to it. And they've got rid. Oh, well measured. And this is Figo. It's Figo! Incredible! Just incredible! Has he won it? He just might have won it! And And he draws the sweetest of pictures.
That's just downright fabulous, both the disguise and the control, and then that gentle scoop.
Le numéro 15.
Dunkirk now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Pete...
Deco! And the keeper read that really well. Paz is always looking to break lines. Dunkirk close now to seeing this one through to...
And that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Rijkaard has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident.
Yeah, and the ref told him it was coming, and he still failed to heed the warning.
Not the most accurate pass. And now they can clear their lines. That's a lovely, neat pass.
And that has put paid to that.
So that's it. It is all over. Dunkirk have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Figo claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So there we have it, Jim. A game seemingly destined. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
So that's got things underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Achraf Hakimi. I think one of the better offensive fullbacks anywhere in the world. He's very much the modern fullback. He was a winger, moved a little bit deeper, but he still has that passion to get forward. And we know it's backed up by a great engine and occasionally an eye for goal.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Hakimi making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And this is Torres. It's a promising position. He has found the way through. Serginho. And this is Torres. Chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Porto. Oh no, this does not look good. Trife! And that is wildly off target.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Knocks it into... And the finish! And he hits the net! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. A horrible blip, a situation... Oh, that is asking for trouble. Torres, and Torres! Just cruising! They are cruising! And he is just ripping it up! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now, can they get him away? Milan have scored 2 quick goals here. He's found a way past. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Chiellini calmly anticipates. Fernando Torres. Deco. Tries to play it through. Caught offside that time. Van Dijk. And it's Hakimi. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Gerrard. Oh, played right into his path. Towering header! Oh, it's hit the post! And that's a sharp finish! And they're threatening to fly away here! Torres duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. This is a gloriously greedy performance. And a chance! And that's in. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Just about within shooting range.
Keeper is right behind it.
Porto are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
Looking to play him in, and this is Cruyff. Somewhat off target. He's gone direct here. Serginho.
Deco. Gerrard.
Thinks about the shot. Goes for a shot! And no mistake. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to...
Dembele! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good.
Now it's Deco. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's managed to get free. And he can thump it away.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
And he thumps it clear.
Might want to be careful there.
Yaya Toure.
Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
And it's Yaya Toure.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Cruyff! Well taken goal. They are purring, truly purring.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Lampard. And Hakimi.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Vardiol. Pedri. Looking for the run. That's tidy. And he's being shifted off it. Serginho receives it in a good... Torres! And we've reached half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Milan looking unstoppable, unbeatable, and in case you're wondering, yes, that really is the scoreline. So we're off again. Hakimi. Dybala. And they've switched it over to the other side. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Dembele!
Brought out the best in the keeper.
Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about.
That'll be a throw-in. It's going to be another throw.
Serginho. Oh, good climb. High and ultimately harmless. Dybala. And it's Pedri. And they win it back again. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Lampard. Oh, this is a very good run. It's Dembele! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Porto certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Chiellini is there, and he can get that clear. He's found the way through. Bastoni. Mbappe. Guardiola. Looking for options for movement. Figo! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, terrific save. Corner number 2 then. And he's gone looking for safe. Shot a goal! And he's steered it beyond the post.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
And they're back on the ball again. And it's Lampard. Gerrard. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that is a nice touch. Great ball, and he's in here. Great chance! And there's a goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't...
Oh, what has happened here? And he's in on goal, and the shot! And that's a good finish. How many, just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Tries from a long way out. Torres going after that. Bastoni gets across to intercept that. And he's quick to return it. And this is Torres. In by takes a shot! And that has faded wide.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Deco. Played out towards the right wing. He's a sharp little ball here.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Quality ball. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's beaten the last man. Oh, shoots! And it's in! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them. To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
75 minutes played. Serginho has it in a wide position. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Oh, that's well spotted. Hakimi. That's going right the way across. Guardiola does really well to win the ball there. Figo. Now it's Mbappe. And it's made its way to him.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, denied at the last.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that, if only he managed to retain his composure.
Deco plays it short. He's in a great position here. Mbappe did well to stay calm there. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Chiellini makes the interception. And it's Yaya Toure. And this is Cruyff. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
He's having a hit! He's put his foot right through that one. Deco. Now it's Cruyff.
Ci saranno 5
Cruyff
minuti di recupero.
is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, he's onto this. He's having a hit! 5 minutes to add. It's a throw-in. Serginho looking understandably energised. And the referee brings it to a close. Milan looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Fernando Torres, very much the hero in this game. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Milan definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
So the orchestra tunes, the patrons take their seats. The curtain is about to rise at the Theatre of Dreams once more. Things already rolling.
Luis Figo. Now there's a class act.
You can't disagree with that.
Well, he loves to roam across advanced.
It's Pele! Oh, it's hit the post! That's going to go a long way. Zanetti can clear it away. Great vision. Gerrard is in a really good position out wide. Dink through. And this is Cruyff. Zanetti eases the ball away from him. Yaya Toure. Nicely worked. Caught offside that time. Thiago spots it and intercepts. Now it's Del Piero. Deco. Gerrard. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters. And
Del Piero! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And he's there to clear it. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And it's pulled back. Impressive jump. They've scored! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
The goal scorer after 15 minutes is number 21, Bayern.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
It's a promising position. Getting up there!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Now it's Figo. Ronaldinho conjures time and space where few can. Now it's Ronaldinho. He's found a way through. Ronaldinho. Can he finish? Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Ronaldinho clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Cruyff. Beckenbauer gives no quarter whatsoever.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He's shifting through the gears here. And there's a goal. And they're threatening to fly away here.
After 26 minutes is number 9.
Tampa Bay Rowdies are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Stood up well to him there.
And the counter is on.
That has ended up in no man's land. Gerrard. Deco. Nesta does really well to win the ball. He's in! Must be! Chance for a shot! And a neat finish! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief...
Cruyff! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Figo. He's on it. Can he get away? And this is Cruyff. And this is Deco. Aims beyond. Shot it! And he's stuck it away! Dunkirk are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And he's picked it up out wide. He is just caressing the ball. And he's there to belt it away. And they're quick to get it back. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And this is Deco. Spread it left. Deco. Thiago, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Now it's Rashford. Now it's Cruyff.
There will be 3 minutes added
Oh
time.
no, what has happened here? Gerrard. He's having a shot! It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, well played, well played. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Dunkirk are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. So there was the first half.
I'm still trying to figure out how this is still level, Peter. I mean, 1 minute you're looking at one side battering the other, and somehow they find their way back into it. Something tells me there's going to be just as many twists in the second half too.
So a really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The score at half-time, 2-2. Dunkirk get the ball rolling for the second period. Zanetti.
It's Rashford!
That was mighty close. Deco picks it up from the goal kick. And here's Cruyff. Rashford. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now it's Rashford. Looking to play him in. That's been slipped through.
Real chance! There it is! Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class. Real class.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Dunkirk with the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to...
And he shoots!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Zanetti getting this one clear. Thiago will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Del Piero.
Dunkirk are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Thiago!
The attendance for this match was 71.
That is certainly not what he had in mind.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Thiago. Well read, nice interception. Vigo. Looks to the other side.
Good switch, that.
Yaya Toure. Threads one in. And Cruyff! It's in! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. That was easy, almost too easy.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Thiago.
So we have movement on both
Number
benches.
5, Nesta.
Dunkirk now in a position far more desirable.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Number 42, Toure. Coming on the field.
Dunkirk perhaps
Number
wondering
8,
what the best time is for their
Pedro.
next substitution.
Number 33,
Beckenbauer
Calafiori.
gets over and
Number
intercepts.
18,
Oh, they could be caught out here. Fernando
Number
Torres.
15.
Oh, shooting chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Dunkirk visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
That's a lovely, neat pass.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Shifted it to the flank. Zanetti crosses. Oh, good effort! Harmlessly behind. Quality ball. Oh, can he get onto this? Toure gets across to intercept that. Now it's Rashford. Played out to the left flank. Looking for options for movement. Kaká is onto this. Corner then. Corner number 2 then. He leaps for it. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Dani Olmo. Figo. Oh, perfectly measured that. Now it's Kaká. He's got away. Oh, good climb! And he's straight offside. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Torres. Tries to pass it through. And this is Torres. Terrific effort! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss. And it's Olmo. And here's Ronaldinho. Applies the finish! And that was very necessary. Rashford. Zanetti. He's picked his way through. Tries to cross. He's rising! Now, who's going to be first to this? Has another go!
Added time.
Ball in towards the middle. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. 5 minutes to add. Leicester does well to get it back. Now it's Figo. Now, can they get him away? Rashford receives it in a good position here. Xavi Alonso tries to play it through. Tampa Bay Rowdies do have a chance to counter here. And that will be it. Dunkirk have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Rashford. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
I still feel that this man, Diego Forlan, is a little unappreciated, Peter, despite all of his achievements.
Why might that be?
I suppose the fact that success came slowly, his career has been a tale of patience and early setbacks, but that's what made him what he is now. In many ways, it's made him much stronger.
Ball swung in, and it's hoisted clear. Deco. Now it's Rashford. And it's Gerrard. Rashford. Oh, easy pickings there. And he shoots! There it is! So smooth. A signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Serginho does well to get it back. Serginho did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's managed to get free. He's rising! Harmlessly behind. Marquinhos cuts out the pass. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, well played, well played. Ronaldinho can see things others simply cannot. Ronaldinho, well, Ronaldinho is fouled. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Dunkirk are down to 10 men. Perilously close. Not the best distribution from the keeper. And here's Forlan. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now he's running away. Thinks, and the finish!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Cruyff getting this one clear. And here's Cruyff. Oh, good. He's had a shot! It's a goal! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
But pour l'équipe de France.
Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
France restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
That is good alertness. Nicely weighted ball. Deco. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, shooting chance! That's a sharp pass. Oh, Red, nice interception. Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Cruyff, he's found some space. Header! Nearly, but not quite. Rashford. Here's Deco. Nicely shaped ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And here's Cruyff.
Might want to be careful there.
Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Gerrard has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. He'll try from distance! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
He's getting an earful from his teammates, so we can assume he knows why.
Oh, that's a key interception. Thuram. Vitinha is the team's great visionary. A lot of space ahead of him. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Torres receives it in a good position here. That's a shade optimistic. Nicked it back promptly. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So your views on the first half?
Dunkirk can take heart from the fact that they're more than holding their own despite being a man down. That's credit to their level of organisation and spirit. Now that they've got a chance to have a breather and settle down, it'll be interesting to see what approach they'll take after the break.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Dunkirk get the second half going. Rashford. Now the cross. Cruyff! Goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Dunkirk leading now.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Olise. Now it's Ronaldinho. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Maldini has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Deco makes a move down the right.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Torres showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, it shapes to shoot. It's hit the upright. Just about up to the hour now. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff running with intent. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Yeah, and he read it before anyone could follow up.
Well, they've got it again.
France really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Ronaldinho. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Fernando Torres. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Can he get on the end of this? Rashford. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cruyff, spread out to the left. Ronaldinho. Tries to pass it through. Baresi spots it and intercepts. Spread to the right.
Dunkirk surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He is through here. Olise. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Now it's Torres. Played out to the left flank. Showing great feet there. Serginho. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Threads one in. Looking to play him in. The final 5 minutes. Now it's Cruyff. Brilliantly cut out.
Dunkirk really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still,
He's going for goal! Incredible! Just incredible! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
Le numéro 10. Changement pour la France. Le numéro 24.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find a character to respond from that.
He's picked his way through. This could be their final throw of the dice. France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Schneider! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Looking for the run. Thuram calmly anticipates. And that's it. Dunkirk are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Dunkirk may not have finished with 11, but they have shown terrific spirit and they claim the win.
Well, that's what spirit and togetherness is all about, Peter. I thought they showed terrific desire and focus and fitness in refusing to settle for a draw. A time to hold heads high.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one.
So we're up and running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Nicolo Barella is by all accounts a jack of all trades, and I think that's a very good way of describing how this player operates, because he's growing into one of Italy's most important midfielders, and he always has a say in what's going on, and he looks like captain material for the future. I think this guy has a lovely presence about him.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much.
Just no time to dwell on the ball there. And here's Rashford. Pass is just off target. Lofted upfield. And here's Rashford. Nicely weighted ball. Dunkirk have it back and can go again. Now it's shot at goal!
De Bruyne.
Rashford. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
He's had a shot! And he's done it! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Dink through, and that is expertly dealt with. No way through, so back it comes.
Rivaldo.
And it's Rashford. That's a good ball out wide.
Figo.
Looking for options for movement.
Gerrard.
And a header! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Shevchenko clears. Oh, it's played into the impressive jump.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And again, that is frustrating.
Yeah, nothing overly wrong with the way the ball's been played in. They just need to make it count.
Milan have the chance to go the other way. Played into space. No luck with that dink over the top.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Dunkirk already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Figo going face-to-face with his great rival.
Figo.
Van Dijk tries to clear.
Dunkirk really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Strokes it back. Tries to pass it through.
The message is clear, none shall pass.
Figo. Now, can they get him away?
Figo.
And that is headed for... He's rising! Same attempt, same outcome. It threatens little.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery.
Milan are looking to go forward now.
Figo.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Dunkirk get their fourth corner. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Vigo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Vigo. Zanetti looking to hit the byline here. Didn't quite get enough on that.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
And here's Torres. Rashford! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Now it's Torres. That's a little off target. Vigo. Gerrard. Fernando Torres. Gerrard. Decent chance! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 23.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Rashford. That's going wide left. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Torres. Gerrard. Figo. Oh, they could be caught out here. Now, can they get it back? Now, there's a fine ball. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. This possibly the last play of the half. Getting up there! That's put paid to the danger. And it's Rashford. He'll try from distance! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
I think the scoreline probably is a fair reflection of the first half. If there is perhaps one criticism I can make, it would be the wastefulness in front of goal. You really ought to be putting those chances away. They have to make up for that.
Dunkirk have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Dunkirk definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
It's been shipped out wide. Now it's Rashford. Good ball, good take. Barella does really well to win the ball there. And he is dashing away. Rashford takes aim. Header! He's got a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Dunkirk are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. And now they can spring out of defence. Yaya Toure gets the foot in and wins the ball. Oh, it's gone in!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So a lead courtesy of an own goal. That's a cute ball. Well, that's been cut out, well played. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
This game already looks like a fait accompli. Always onto this. Modric. Dunkirk have scored 2 quick goals here. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Rivaldo. Torres. That's a shade optimistic. Barella. Modric. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And it's Figo. What a throw in. Edmilson. Hakimi. Modric. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Gerrard. And he's managed to get free. It's loose, and there's a race for the... Oh, has another go! Yes! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And now he has 2. Dunkirk are having a ball here. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's a dangerous ball. Rivaldo. And here's Shevchenko. He's going for goal! And he couldn't keep it down.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
Looking to play him in. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, it's come loose. Doku. And claimed it back swiftly. Oh no, what has happened here? Well, that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Rivaldo. It's a really well measured ball. And they're quick to get it back. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Gerrard makes the interception. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Rashford. Van Dijk. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's got away. Zanetti. There's a no-nonsense tackle. And he's there to get it away. Oh, he's having a go! Keeper always had the measure of that.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Dunkirk awarded another corner.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Defending of the desperate variety. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Plays a sharp little ball here. And here's Rashford.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
And there's a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
This is a gloriously greedy... And Torres! And he couldn't quite make it 6. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Figo. Oh, that's delightful. And he lines up a cross. And that's that. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Rashford claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all.